Oh, I was getting down to my own song. Guys, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. Be sure to share the video if you haven't already. It is a subscribers only live chat. Let me know where you are watching from. Please let me know where you are watching from around the world. I see La Brune Belle is here. Amsterdam, right? We haven't seen you in a while. All right. Jada, you feeling intro music, huh, Kempire? I was getting down. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. Literally here in New York City. I don't know what just blew through here. If you're in New York City, what blew through here? I don't know what in the storm. How's everybody in Puerto Rico? Please let me know. How is everybody in Puerto Rico? Because whatever just flew through here felt like a hurricane. The wind, I think it's still pouring right now. It was cloudy, on and off throughout the day. Ooh, I'm glad I did my monkeypox vaccination earlier today. I would not want to be caught in this. All right, people watching from, yes, Amsterdam's in the building, Los Angeles is in the building, Cleveland, what's going on, Amber? Baltimore, Maryland, TikTok, let me know where you guys are watching from. New York City's in the building, in the TikTok chat. Facebook, Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Valeria. Hey, Royal Solel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Jennifer's in the building, New Jersey. All here by myself. What do you mean all here by? Oh, it's okay. New Jersey's watching on Twitch. Shout out to people watching on Twitch, though. I hear you get great video quality. And guys, I'm using a 4K camera. So if you want great video quality, try Twitch. Just saying. TheKempire on Twitch. Can you confirm, Kamadra, who's watching on Twitch? She says, here by myself. No, we see you. We see you, Kamadra. Like I said, I hear you get great video quality on Twitch. They're not paying me, but they should. Nottingham, England's here. What's going on? Oh, yes. Faith says, your speculations about Audra being pregnant is true. Yes, I saw the information. Audra is with child. She has shared the belly. She shared the belly. Nikolai's in the house watching in from Vegas. Love to see it. Robin says, honey, I dozed off and was awakened by Kempire's theme song. Oh, Queen Paradise says Staten Island. Yes, is it a storm? I don't know. Shout out to everyone watching in Staten Island and everyone watching in New York City, everyone watching around the country, or everyone watching around the world. Replay crew, as always, I want to hear what you guys have to say in regards to Married to Medicine. But before we get into the latest episode of Married to Medicine, as you know, I've been doing a watch of the old seasons. So basically, Mariah was a friend of for the majority of her tenure on Married to Medicine. I didn't realize that, especially as being a creator. She's she only came in as a friend of throughout the years. I know she comes back full time. I think season 6. I'm on season 5 where we are first introduced to Dr. Contessa. And yes, I see Miss Renee, Donnell Jones' mama. Oh, Drama. Okay, hey, Drama, who's watching on Twitch. You know when you guys change up your names, okay? Oh, Chef Nuno is on there. She said the quality is great here on Twitch. Okay. Just saying, because I'm giving you guys. Okay, all right, calm down. Because I'm trying to give you guys great quality that you've helped support us through, so we're able to give you good quality. Sometimes it doesn't translate on Facebook and on Twitter or on YouTube. YouTube it should technically, but apparently Twitch has the best quality. I haven't watched it yet. Okay, everyone's telling me it's raining in New York. Yeah, it is. Like a crazy. Before it started raining, it was windy. The clouds were dark. I said, I had to go run and throw my garbage in. I was like, I don't need that flying around. Back to Married to Medicine. Okay. So I'm watching these old seasons and I'm just like, Mariah, where are you? Like, where are you? But when she does show up, she shows out. I don't know how I feel about Quad, y'all. And in season 5, she's having marriage troubles with Dr. Greg, right? I keep looking at Quad with the side eye. In early seasons, I'll talk about Quad and how I feel about her on this latest episode in a second. But it just felt like, oh, everyone else is having marriage trouble this season. I'm going to have marriage trouble too in season 5. Even though I don't think Dr. Greg is nothing to write home about. Wow, Quad can cook. Quad can cook. Because I've seen over the last few seasons, I'm like, oh, homegirl be throwing down in the kitchen. And also in season 4, we get to see baby Mason, who's all grown up, 6 years old. So it's kind of nice to see these older seasons when Quad's brother and his baby mama was living with them. We'll talk about the baby mama and how we got to see her this week. Just saying. Drama says it's also raining in New Jersey. Got home just in time. Aren't you always grateful for those moments when you get inside and all of a sudden then it just starts to rain? So shout out to everyone that got stuck in it. Sorry. T-Lou says Quad is so pretentious. Sunshine says most Tauruses can cook. And that's true. I don't like to cook, but I can definitely cook. I don't like to cook, but I can cook. Okay. Let me see. Lucky Charm says that she loves Quad. Angela says my eye is always on Miss Quad's food. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's not just me. It's not just me because I'm like, oh, Quad can cook. All right. A lot of you keep saying that you miss Mariah. And then part of me is like, what do you miss? She's barely on the early seasons. Barely. Okay, I'm on season 5, but still. I got back into it season 8. So we get season 6 and 7 with my Mariah. If you had to choose, though, between Quad and Mariah, who would you choose? Well, technically, the only one between those two that are married to medicine is Mariah. Just saying. Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. Sean says, Greg and Quad used to physically fight. It was very volatile. Yes, windy here in Queens. So something just came through New York City. I don't know what it was. Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. Something about, yes, we knew from the very beginning of the relationship that they both got arrested for a physical fight. If you get into a physical fight in your relationship, you probably shouldn't get married because it usually doesn't end up well. T-Lou says Quad all day, though. Okay. Someone says, I miss Mariah. Brooklyn Star says, I don't miss Mariah. Lake, her mother, or Aiden in that order. I have to say, watching these old episodes with Aiden, I thought he was one of those husbands that sort of like stayed in the background, but he was a part of the mess too. He was a part of the mess. I still like Audra. We'll talk about Audra in a second. Wait, I don't even know what to play for Audra. What should I put? Oh, wait. Because there was also a fight about, was it a punch, a swing, a mush? Who knows? Sephora says I would prefer Mariah. I don't think Mariah's coming back. Mariah has been open about her settlement, but I don't think Mariah's coming back. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Are you off the private plane? Julie says, hold on. Ooh, there we go. Have to watch the replay because I'm in Buffalo. I'm at the Buffalo Bills Stadium tailgating in the pouring rain, but just wanted to say that I only saw 15 minutes and it was Quad and the memorial. I thought it was beautiful for Mason. Stay safe. Julie, damn, is this storm that big that it just came through all of New York? Because if you're in Buffalo, that's all the way up. Look, Anyways, so I'm still watching the early seasons and I'm still sort of like, I'm falling back in love with Dr. Jackie because I'm watching these early seasons. Season 5 is when her husband cheats on her, Curtis. But were we surprised if you remember season 4's reunion where she said, basically alluded like, if things don't work out, they don't work out. And everyone was like, no, let's not put that out there. Come to find out, season 5, he was a cheater, pumpkin eater. Okay. Aesthetic by Two is on Twitch, and she agrees. She says the quality on Twitch is great, but there's no one here in the chat room. Going back to YouTube, it's alive there. Okay, but I do want to encourage more people to go to Twitch. I know it's more popping on the YouTube. It's more popping on the YouTube. But if you are looking for great video quality, apparently Twitch is the place to be. So if you're streaming this to your television or what it may be, you can still chat on the YouTube on your phone and then have the great quality in front of you. Just saying. I mean, you don't have to do all of that, but I know a lot of you tell me that's how you watch. A lot of times you watch on television, helping me co-create me being on television. You never know. Clementine says, Jackie's too preachy for me. Look, she's always been preachy from day one. But when you see so many moments of Dr. Jackie being vulnerable on this show, from her cancer journey to her wanting to have children to her relationship struggles, I'm just like, I've fallen back in love with Dr. Jackie. Probably until I get to the Buffy season. Tyra says, we don't care about that. Well, some people do. Some people do. I'm just letting you guys know, okay? Some people do care about the quality of the visual that they're seeing. It's okay though. You guys can hear me loud and clear, right? Oh, we got good sound here. CC, thank you. CC says you will be on TV, maybe sooner than later. All right. And Ashley, hello. See, Robin says I adore Jackie, my soror. I like her. Look, my review, I can say what I want. We're talking about the old seasons. I'm on season 5 of Married to Medicine. I've fallen back in love with Dr. Jackie. I have. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. First of all, Mocha, thank you so much for being a member for a year. A member of the channel for a year. Again, guys, if you would like to become a member, head on over to TheKempire.com/join. Do I have that up here? Hold on, y'all. Let me just link this for folks, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me also fix this so y'all can see it. I know we got folks in here that are of a certain age and need things to be a little bit bigger. It's okay. I understand. So do I. Okay. Mocha says, we are getting remnants of the storm here in Connecticut. Toya should have whipped that ass. Hashtag Team Toya. Well, you know what? After watching it again, I have a different reaction to that. Let's get into that. But before we get into that, I do want to let you guys know I did post a video earlier, right before this live, in regards to Adam Levine being called out for cheating. And he had the nerve, Adam had the nerve to hit up his side piece and say, would you be upset if I named my new baby with my wife after you? No, Adam needs this.
Lies, the lies.
Oh my God. Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. Sean says, these women need a word. Preach, Dr. Jackie. Kempire, I can't wait until you have a talk show on a network. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. And I appreciate how you guys co-create these moments for me. Deborah says, are you talking to me, Kempire? What did I say? I can't even remember what I just said. See, Holly says, I'm staying on YouTube, but started casting on my TV. Yes, I'm looking on TV. Thank you, Holly. We appreciate that. So be sure to check out that Adam Levine story if you missed it. Okay, how dare he? I still love that Maroon 5 music, though. Like, I did not expect that. Like, really? And the side piece is trying to act all innocent. Anyways, we'll talk more about that tomorrow during our Tuesday Takeover. Tuesday Takeover is where we cover reality TV news, and pop culture news. So you will also have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts on that story. And maybe we'll have more information by then tomorrow. Adam. Oh, Miss Brooklyn says Adam was always dirty. You think? You think? I know he had that situation where things were a little, wonky. Must be under the influence. You think? Or just crazy. The things that men say that you don't realize that they wouldn't dare say in public. Oh, Johnny says, Kempire's always on my TV. Get a Roku. You guys are hilarious. All right. All right. Let's get into this. You know what? Omar drag. See, that's why I love my community, though, because you guys understand that I can take it. We drag each other. Not Omar. I love watching on TV. I see all the blackheads. I went to Kevin this weekend. Y'all know my man Kevin who does my facials, and he be in there. He be in there. So you should not see a blackhead today. If anything, you should see scars from how he beat me down with my facial. Thank you to Kevin. Once a month I go get my facial done. Anyways, back to this. Let me take a sip from my coldest water bottle. Shameless plug. I didn't know hold on, Catherine says, I was just on Audra's page. I didn't know she had a 9-year-old. Me either. Does she have a 9-year-old or is that someone else's child? Can someone confirm? Is it her 9-year-old? Okay. Shout out to everyone that's watching on Twitch. I love it. I've seen more and more people interact on Twitch. I love to see that. Let's get to this episode because we're still at Quad's Christmas holiday celebration, housewarming. What the hell was this party? I don't remember what it was for. I know it's the holidays. Okay, so Dr. Heavenly on her YouTube channel last week told us that Carmitha, you know, Anila's bodyguard, not Anila's, sorry, Toya's bodyguard, bumped Anila in the head. Did you watch this week's episode? You literally see that something happened, but with editing, they sort of edited it out. Well, word on the street, Carmitha, who came ready to fight, bopped Anila on the head. She know who to knock on the head because let it have been somebody else. Is Carmitha related to Toya? Who is she? We'll get back to Carmitha because I believe Carmitha... We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Oh, okay. It was also a housewarming. Okay. It was WWE. I think the producers edited out Carmitha making contact with Anila for legal reasons because Carmitha isn't on the show. But also, I don't think they wanted the atmosphere or the energy that This Is Love and Hip Hop. So they didn't want two fights, physical altercations in one scene. But there was, you could tell from the editing this week. Oh, Kari said Anila deserved more. Look, I don't think Anila's innocent. Her trying to play innocent this week about spreading that rumor. I don't believe the rumor either. Her bringing Zaina to this party. Yes, Zaina does know Quad. But I believe that I think everyone had their hand in it, including Dr. Heavenly. Because Dr. Heavenly was there producing shows too, by telling Toya. So we start from that scene. And it's weird how Anila gets involved in this and how Toya and Anila start going at it. Because you're like, why is Anila talking to Toya right now? So Anila goes to tell on Toya, because first of all, Dr. Heavenly tells Toya about the cheating situation, the rumor that she had been cheating. So Toya turns up, rightfully so. Anyone that accuses you of cheating, you're a married person, rightfully so, you're going to be upset. So she's like, which one of you... is saying that I'm cheating on my husband? And then she goes to Anila's mother and accuses, she said, Anila's spreading rumors that I'm cheating. And she's like, no, Anila, you're not saying this. Why are you getting the parents involved in y'all mess? Why are you getting the parents involved? Cece says, them producers told Anila to bring that lady. I wouldn't be surprised. These producers are messy. And Anila wants to keep her position on the show. So it goes from Toya telling on Anila to her mother to Toya and Audra bumping heads. Literally. And here's the thing. Last night when I watched it with you guys on TikTok, because we watched that together last night on TikTok. At first I was just like, well, you clearly see that Toya mushes Audra in the face. But we also see that Audra was the first one to sort of like buck up and not just like be in Toya's face. She literally has her chest moving up against Toya. I feel like Toya could have just moved her back, but I can't sit here and tell Toya what to do because everyone comes from a different background. Some people believe if you come up on me like that, whatever I give you is what you're going to get for being in my personal space. I'm just saying, look, say what you want about Toya, and there's a lot to say. There's a lot to say, especially with this house stuff. If you watch all the seasons like the way I'm watching these seasons back to back, it's the same storyline with Toya. You're like, damn, girl, and you get mad at people for bringing up your house situation? Girl, it's been your storyline. Since the beginning, since season 1, it's been your storyline. And I get it, you're new to having this level of money and you're learning, but you can't sit here on a reality show and be upset. Dazzling says Audra was belly bumping Toya, not belly bumping. Larissa says Audra was the aggressor. I would have mushed her face too. See, I get it. I get me personally in seeing that initially. Toya didn't have to mush the girl in the face like that. She could have been like, move. But like I said, everyone's going to react differently. When you bumping up against someone, you just never know what energy you're going to get back. That's why I keep my distance. Look. But Audra was ready to get her. Audra was ready to get her. Who do you think would win in a fight? Who do you think would win in a fight? That's not what I meant. Who do you think would win in a fight? Dr. Simone agrees, though. She was like, well, you did mush her first. But a lot of people are saying, Audra, you were pushing your chest up against Toya. She doesn't know what you're going to do next. She didn't know what you were going to do next. This happened in the opening scene, y'all. So here's the thing. I know at the beginning of this season, we had a hashtag Save Dr. Eugene. And then the next week, I was like, I'm over Dr. Eugene. Especially after watching all these seasons of the same thing. I'm like, Dr. Eugene, save yourself. Save yourself. I'm not going to sit here and act like Dr. Eugene is innocent. But Dr. Eugene, he's going to move on. He's going to leave, ER medicine. We've learned a lot about ER medicine over the years. Like, that's not something you could do for forever. So he's going to leave, and look, he's going to start making more money. I wish him luck. Hold on, let me save this. Hold on. Okay, I just want to make sure I saved that. Okay, let me say thank you. Angelia, thank you so much for the super chat. Angelia says, can you imagine how hurtful Mariah must be to come up with the idea of this show and bring all the doctors and their spouses on the show for everyone to turn against you, including best friend at the time, Quad. I miss Mariah. Yeah, if you watch season 1, it's like, damn, like she formed this show together. And then she really was sort of like sporadic on the show for like season 2, 3, and 4. And I believe 5. I'm in the middle of 5. She does make a surprise visit when they're in New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans. Sean, thank you so much for another super chat. Sean says, Carmitha is part of the Goon Squad. Anila and Quad set Toya up. Ooh. Audra would clear Toya. I agree with that. I do feel like the way Audra started, like, I was like, oh, shoot. She's about that life. She's about that life. Kaya, thank you so much for the super chat. Kaya says, what is your favorite food to cook, Kempire? Ooh. I've never been asked that question. I don't even know what my favorite food to cook is. Probably Jamaican, because I also love to eat Jamaican food. I don't think I'm the greatest Jamaican chef, though. That would be my mama. Brooklyn Star says, but Mariah is not a victim. Yeah, she's not a victim. Mariah's not a victim. However, it is kind of sad that she helped bring the show to the network, and then she sort of was pushed out by the other ladies. But she also came on the show trying to be the grand dame. All right? But we appreciate that in our snipers from the side. We appreciate that. All right. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Married to Medicine. This is our weekly recap. We're live on multiple platforms. We're live on Twitch and Twitter. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch. I see you guys. I see everyone watching. Hey, Vicky on Facebook. Aesthetic by WO is on. Let me see what. Who would win in a throwdown? Everyone on my TikTok said Toya. Shout out to my mods on TikTok. Really? Yeah, TikTok believes that Toya would win. Really? Oh my God. Let me hit that. Y'all really, who would win in a fight on TikTok? Y'all let me know. Toya, wait, my camera's, let me move this, y'all, so y'all can see me. All right. Y'all really believe? Live chat, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Who do you think would win in a fight? Okay, we're not encouraging fighting. No. Ooh, Tiffany says, Mariah didn't cause drama like Heavenly, but they give her a pass. I mean, you might have a point. Why do you think that they give her a pass? Oh, people are saying Toya. Really? Just because she's from Detroit? Maybe. Look, maybe. But the way that Audra was bumping up, I was like, wait a minute. All right, let me focus. Let me focus on what I wrote down as notes. So we had that fight. They all leave. Y'all couldn't be fighting in my house like that. Quad is better than me. All right? I mean, she did not like that. Her aunt was like, not y'all fighting in this house. Y'all have no respect. I agree, though. I agree. So, of course, the ladies meet up together to have a conversation about what went down. Heavenly, Anila, and Audra meet up to talk about what went down there. And Anila tries to play innocent, like she didn't know, she didn't have anything to do with this rumor. She wasn't the one. And according to her, this rumor was told to Zaina. So Zaina didn't know it for a fact. So you guys are spreading and talking about something that you heard from another, not even a third party, a fourth party. That's why I'm kind of looking at Anila. Well, I get why Toya would be upset. You're spreading something that you don't even know that is true, even though Anila says that she's not the one spreading it. But your friend Zaina and the other neighbors are. According to Dr. Heavenly, she doesn't believe that the rumor is true. But I told you last week, I kind of do. Just based off what we've been seeing over the years with Toya and Eugene, it wouldn't shock me. Well, when Toya meets up with Dr. Simone and Dr. Contessa, she's basically saying, well, Eugene and I have an understanding. If things aren't working out, we're going to be very open about that. Look who's here. Do we have any word on this? Doctor Lamont from Love Match Atlanta. Thank you so much for the super chat. The super sticker. We appreciate you. Any word on season 2 of Love Match Atlanta? Probably not. We probably won't know for maybe like a month or two. But hopefully, fingers crossed. We loved recapping Love Match Atlanta. And we had a lot of great ideas for season 2. More Lamont. More of his clients. And what else did we want? Oh, we wanted some of the housewives or somebody to do a crossover. At this point, Sheree's done. We don't need Sheree to come on there. She's not looking for real love. I don't know what she's looking for. Maybe Kenya Moore. She's doing group dating, whatever that means. Okay? Whatever that means. Nia, thank you so much for the super chat. Nia says, fact check. Audra does have a 9-year-old. Quad spoke about how Mason and her son play together. That's how they bonded. They will show why Quad is telling her info. Also, she ran track in college. Real, how old is Audra? And who's the baby daddy? It's not her husband, is it? Or maybe it is, because they've been together a long time. How come we don't see her 9-year-old on the show? I'm so confused. Thank you, Sweet Cherry, for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel as well. Thank you for the heart. Heart right back to you. Look. All right, let me focus. And yes, we will be dropping the call-in link for members first, Royal Court members, and then Team Kempire members on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. All right. Audra's 32. So, she had that baby young. Oh, yeah, she did say she was born in the 90s. Not Audra is a fraud. Nikki said Audra is a fraud. What do you mean she's a fraud? Because she didn't tell us about the baby? Kiss Me says, I think Toya has cheated. Maybe not with someone in the neighborhood. Okay. And yes, Audra is currently pregnant. I do know that. But apparently we didn't know she had a 9-year-old because we haven't met the 9-year-old on the show. But let's keep in mind, Audra is just a friend of this season. She's not she's just a guest. She's not a full-time cast member of Married to Medicine. So that's probably why we haven't seen her other child. Okay. I want to see her full-time though. I definitely want to see her full-time. All right. So all the ladies are talking about this, and Toya and Dr. Simone going back and forth on if it was a punch or a mush. Look, it was definitely a mush. I don't know if they can move on from this, but she was able to move on with Mariah from season 1 after they got into an all-out brawl on season 1 of Married to Medicine. Like, I was not expecting that in season 1 of this supposedly sophisticated show. Apparently not. So Heavenly, Anila, and Audra talk about everything, and in everything, when I'm talking about this rumor too. But Toya, Dr. Simone, and Dr. Contessa talk about, when they brought up the rumor, Toya says this, when they brought up the rumor, I thought they were talking about Quad, because there's a rumor out there that Quad is sleeping with her contractor. And then that led into, I heard that Quad was sleeping with married men. And then they show a clip of Dr. Heavenly's talking about it on her YouTube channel. And a lot of you said, well, she's a single woman. Not the men that she's allegedly sleeping with, though. So she's going to have to address this, too, at the reunion. They just filmed the reunion here in New York City last week. And Dr. Heavenly went on Instagram and basically said wait, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. Please hold. Let me see if I can share my screen, because I need to show what Dr. Heavenly, because she said something and a lot of people missed it. Everybody was responding to everything else Dr. Heavenly was saying on her Instagram the other day. And I was like, why is no one talking about what she's saying in regard? Did she take it down? Damn. Oh, no, she didn't take it down. I thought she took it down. Okay, first of all, hold on. Let me just show you the picture of Audra. Hold on, let me share my screen. Okay. So you see Audra? You guys see Audra? All right. So she says, my girl Audra is pregnant, 9 months actually, and guess who's the godmother? Yes, I want to spoil her boy. Not the godmother. Did she just meet this woman? Okay, but that's not the important stuff. That's cute. Congrats, Audra. Let's talk about this part.
Hey guys, what's up? I know I'm a little tired. That's okay. Had a rough night. What's going on? I survived the reunion. I'm just taking a picture because I want to show that, if I did have a fight, I ain't hurt or nothing. Okay? Jackie, did I get my ass whooped? You did. Jackie. I gave the people what they wanted and they needed. The reunion is over. Are you glad the reunion is over? Sit down. It's a great deal. Praise the Lord. listen, I just checking in with y'all, let y'all know I survived. I'm not hurting nothing. Okay? And I said what I needed to say to everybody I need to say it to. Okay? And listen, this is between me and y'all, and I ain't in my closet, but if a man call you out your name, leave him. Leave him, you deserve better. Okay? Don't let no man call you no bitch. Okay? Don't do that. That's your husband, he said to you. Let him go. He don't respect you. My husband, I've been with him 25 years. He never called me out my name. Because if you call another woman a bitch, right, what are you calling your wife? I'm just saying, I ain't calling no names. But if you call me a bitch, you a bitch, okay? That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to leave y'all with that, okay? Bye.
Okay, all right. Back to me. So there's a lot that can be said here, okay? But that last part caught my attention because I was like, wait, is she saying that one of the husbands called her the B word? And she liked my comment because I posted that in the comment. I said, who called you on that? She liked the comment, which for me confirms that's what went down. Let me close this out. I don't want to have too many screens open. Wow. All right. So this reunion is going to be interesting, but Dr. Heavenly is prepared that this reunion is going to be all about everyone attacking her. All right. Wait, so if she's 9 months pregnant, that means to me Audra probably was not at the reunion, right? Because she's 9 months pregnant. She can't travel. She didn't go to the reunion. Damn. Because I want to see her, because that to me is such an important, maybe she Skyped in. Maybe she Skyped in. But you also want to get her upset. She's 9 months pregnant. Was she there? Was she there? Dr. Contessa. All right. Dr. Contessa. Okay, before we get to Dr. Contessa, we see the husbands, and I like this little montage of all the husbands at work and what's going on with the husbands. Dr. Damon Daddy and his bedside man. He has such a soft, calming voice and demeanor. And he's speaking to his patient very nice and soft and kind. I'm like, oh. And then they're trying to show a different side of Dr. Scott this season because last season we were all like, what in that narcissist is going on? And during their confessional, Dr. Contessa is like, he irons his scrubs. Who irons your scrubs? She's like, I haven't touched an iron in 5 years. And I said, that's the problem with your relationship. I kid, but am I kidding? And we'll get back to Dr. Contessa and her no storyline having stuff in a second. All right. Anila and her mom. So Anila's over her mom being here. And I'm like, you begged your mother to be here because you couldn't take care of your children because Miss Gomez left. And she says to her mom, I got a lot of blogging to do today. I really believe that Anila tries to make, look, I understand blogging can be busy and a lot of work. Trust and believe. I just don't believe Anila is as busy as she claims to be. And apparently Dr. Heavenly doesn't think so either. And she doesn't believe that Anila was able to furnish her entire home from her blogging money. I agree. Look, I agree. And this is no shade to bloggers. Bloggers they can make potential, especially influencers, can make a lot of money. But remember, Anila wasn't that girl. She tried to be that girl when she first came on the show. And we were like, you're not that girl. Now she's probably making even more coin. But now she has a problem with her mom. Her mom has always been the way that she is. I actually like her mom more than we like her. We've said this multiple times. She's more entertaining to watch. But she's over her mom being there, being messy and blah, 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 blah. And she tells her mom she doesn't think this is working out. She's like, I can go back to my home. You asked me to be here. Okay. Back to Dr. Contessa. Dr. Contessa is preparing for her. I'm going to be honest with you. I watched it last night with you guys on TikTok. But in my rewatch this afternoon, I fast forwarded Dr. Contessa's scene. I kind of reminded myself what happened in the scene. She's learning how to pose. She's learning how to walk. She is very flirtatious with Baki in her confessional. She's like, well, if I was single, he could get it. Yeah, because you're not happy with Dr. Scott. She's giving more energy and attraction to her trainer and Baki. She has no storyline this season. Her storyline this season is what? Her beef with Heavenly and training for her competition. Everything but her relationship. You notice that we haven't seen a lot of Dr. Scott this season. Leah says Anila's mom can go. I get it. She probably reminds you of Mama Joyce. I get it. But that's what makes interesting TV. Just saying. And apparently, Anila agrees with you guys. Mom, you can go. Okay. We'll move on. So we get this really beautiful scene of Quad and Mason. We've loved Mason since he was introduced on this season. Yes, we've seen him in past seasons with his big fro. But we get to see him live with Quad. And a lot of us have been wondering, like, why is he living with Quad? Where's the mom? Where's the mom? Well, the mom, who's been on the show before. Remember, they lived with Quad when she was still married to that man. Well, now we still don't know why Mason's living with her and not with the mom. But if we're body language experts and we saw how Mason greeted his mom. Hi, ma'am. The body language told me everything I needed to know. I feel like he's more mothered by Quad and has a motherly bond with Quad than he does with his own mother. Just in my observation, it might not be fact, but in my observation, I was like, oh, that was quite telling, right? When he greeted his mom at the door. When you see your mama, don't you like, oh, hey, mommy. Because Mason is a sweet little kid. The way he greeted his mom, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Anyone else notice that? Or was it just me? It's just me. Oh, wait. Vigilian says, Quad confirms he lives with both her and his mom. Well, he might decide one day he wants to just live with Quad because the body language was telling me something else. Okay. Angela says, I love myself some Mason. I feel like I could watch Quad, her mom, and Mason as a show because Mason is so precious. Yeah, Mason is a great show. Well, I don't know if I want a whole show just about them because Quad can be a lot. But I like them a part of her story this season. Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. Sean says Contessa and Scott can exit left. I think he lives with Quad for I think he lives with Quad for the school district. Oh. That makes sense. I've seen people do that before. That would make sense. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense to me. Oh, see? Shea says, yeah, that child does not know his bio mom at all. Both of them were very stiff with each other. Okay, and look, that might not be the case, but based on what we saw, that's the way it looked. It's okay. Mia says, definitely not a whole show. Yeah, I don't know about that. We love seeing them, though, on the show. And they have this really beautiful moment to celebrate Mason's dad, Quad's brother, who passed away. They have this really beautiful fire lantern ceremony, with them sharing a memory and, some sort of thing as they let the lantern go up into the air. I don't know about you. I was a little concerned. I was like, where did those go? I know Georgia's not one of the states where they have forest fires a lot, but I was concerned. Anyone else? I was a little concerned, especially with the way things are right now. There might be a drought around the country. Just asking. But I thought it was a beautiful moment. I did shed a little bit of a tear. I was like, Nikki said, let this be Anila's last season. Honestly, I don't think it will be just because a lot of people like Dr. Karen. Speaking of Anila goes into the office with Dr. Karen to get her filler, because look, if I had a plastic surgeon husband, I'd get some stuff done too. Just saying. Just saying. Wouldn't you? I don't know if I would be his test dummy though. Okay. So they start talking about, you were right, Dr. Karen. My mom being here, it was a terrible idea. And he's like, yes. Finally, you see the light. And then they talk about Miss Gomez. And we got to unpack the Miss Gomez conversation. First of all, Miss Gomez told them that she was leaving. It's not like they fired her. She's like, I want to be closer to my family. They're in a whole other state. I believe Texas. Miss Gomez told them that, and she hightailed it up out of there. But they said, we're going to have to try and bring Miss Gomez back. Part of me feels like, is this a storyline? Did Miss Gomez just agree to them that this is going to be their storyline for the season? Because now they're offering Miss Gomez a bedroom. She didn't have a bedroom before? No wonder she left. They want to throw all the money at her. I really feel like Anila is the reason why Miss Gomez wanted to leave. She was just like, this woman is taking advantage. I'm here to raise her kids, not her. Well, technically, she's probably also thinking, I'm not here to raise your kids. I'm here to help you raise your kids. A bedroom. They're going to give her a bedroom? She didn't have a bedroom before. If anything, in that big old house, she should have a wing. Her poor son still ain't got that pinto bean. Oh. So part of me feels like this was just a storyline that Miss Gomez was leaving, so they could bring her mom in. Some sort of producer came to them. This is what we think your storyline should be this season, and they ran with it. Because why would they think Miss Gomez is going to come back? Why would Miss Gomez leave her? The reasoning for Miss Gomez leaving was she wanted to be closer to her family. So why would any amount of money, if Miss Gomez is back there next season, if Miss Gomez is back there next season, I was like, wait, Miss Gomez, what about your grandbaby? And that's what she's going to look at me and say. Okay. All right. Guys, we have, wow, I didn't realize how many people we had in the room. We have over 1,200 people here watching our recap of Married to Medicine's latest episode, season 9, their latest episode. I think it's like episode 11. Be sure to like this video. It's an easy and free way of not supporting just my channel, but also other channels that talk about Married to Medicine. So be sure to share this video, like this video, do all the things, okay? I will drop the call-in link for the general audience once we get to at least 600 likes, okay? But if you are a member of the channel, I'm going to drop the call-in link on the Kempire Daily. Hold on, y'all. On the Kempire Daily YouTube channel community page, okay? So I'm going to drop that for Royal Court members first. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop it. No, I'm going to drop it for Royal Court members first because we have so many people here. Hold on. All right. Let me do that. Okay. I wonder if Miss Gomez is going to come back. If Miss Gomez comes back next season, I'm going to look at this whole situation with the side eye. Anyone else? And I'm like, does she get her own room? All right. If you're a Royal Court member, I've just dropped the call-in link. Team Kempire members, I'm going to drop the call-in link for you shortly thereafter. Okay, let me just cue that up. All right. And shout out to everyone watching on TikTok. We appreciate you all being here for our Married to Medicine recap. Danny, who's been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Danny, for being a member of the channel for 8 months. She says, did anyone notice that Karen had a smirk on his face while they were talking about the burglary? Oh, hell no. No, I need to go back and rewind. Let's talk about the burglary. Did I miss anything else in regards to this episode that I wanted to? Oh, wait, no, I did. Before we get to the burglary. This is why I'm glad I take notes, because then I would forget certain things. All right. Dr. Jackie. This is not a big scene, but Dr. Jackie is talking about not retiring, but stepping back a little bit from her practice, and she's going to hire a new doctor. And then we get to see this beautiful woman. We're like, who's this beautiful woman walking into Dr. Jackie's office? Is she pregnant? Is she going? No, she is a beautiful doctor that they're possibly going to hire. And we've never seen any of the other doctors that work at Dr. Jackie's office. There's apparently at least 2 or 3 other doctors. So they're about to add a 4th doctor. And this woman is being considered. That's all. Okay, no, that's not at all. So Dr. Jackie's like, her husband, Curtis wants her to be home more. Okay, I'm not being hateful, but I feel as if Dr. Jackie was home more, I feel like her relationship with Curtis is going to fall apart. They're so used to her working all the time. Next week, we get a scene with Dr. Jackie talking about how moist she's getting from the golf situation that he gives her. And we were like, no. Oh, see, Johnny says, Curtis probably acting up again. She cut her shifts. I don't know how people feel about cheating, or if you're in a marriage and your spouse cheats. I don't think that's necessarily a deal breaker for a lot of people, especially because if it's a marriage, it would be a deal breaker for me in a relationship. If we're married, if we have children, I can see why people would not consider it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be looking at you with the side eye all the time. I think the trust would be broken. So I don't know how they've been able to move on, but they have. Oh, Lit Real Red says, will that doctor be on the show? I hope not. I mean, unless she's really interested. I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but the fact that they featured her makes me wonder. You never know. They actually featured her in this interview process. I'm not sure if she even got the job. I don't know why she wouldn't, but look, we only got to see a snippet of the interview. There might be other things about her that they didn't like. Apparently, she has a kid. She's married. Why not? She's pretty young, though. I don't know if I want to see that on the show. She's just starting her career. I don't know if she's just starting her career. I'm assuming a lot because she's young. Look. Let me take a sip. We have, Royal Court members are backstage in full. Even more so than our Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion recap. So be sure to check out the reunion recap if you missed that. Johnny says, oh my God, what if she didn't get the job? That would suck, right? Oh my goodness. All right, let me get into the callers just because it's about that time. I'm hungry. And we have a long line of people. If you're a Team Kempire Royal Court or Royal Court member, I'm posting the call-in link also on the community tab for Team Kempire Royal Court members. Everyone that's on the line, short and shady, and I mean it. I do have a timer here. Don't let me start pulling out the timer. If I see people start acting up, I'm going to put on this timer. Short and shady, the most pressing detail that you want to talk about in regards to Married to Medicine. Nothing else. I missed the Atlanta live. I wanted to talk about this. People aren't here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They want to talk about Married to Medicine. If it's anything besides that, I don't want to hear it. Okay. Wait, Lady Jem says she got the job, y'all. Did she? How do you know? I mean, it would suck, though, for them to feature her on the show and she didn't get the job. Or maybe she turned the job down. You never know. Okay. All right. Let me just say thank you because we got a couple of super chats. No, Miss Brooklyn, I'm not being harsh. I'm being respectful of my own time, my own boundaries, and everyone else that's waiting on the line. Just saying. All right. Let me just say thank you. Jasmine, thank you so much for the super chat. Jasmine says, love Dr. Jackie, but she has checked out and seems over it. Would like to see her move into LVP Candy era and produce a spinoff from her Met office. Okay, good idea. Omar, thank you so much for the super chat. Omar says, I think Anila's parents ransacked the house while they were moving back home and just left the house messy. You know what? If not Carmitha, just saying. Okay, and thank you for the reminder that I did not talk about this last scene. So the last scene, hold on, let me just save this super chat here. Hold on. Okay. So the last scene of this is going to segue into next week's big story, and that's Anila getting robbed while she was out with her family. But they really believe that it was an inside job because she lives in a gated and guarded community, and she does have security cameras. And according to her, she took to social media. First of all, anyone else thought it was weird? Did she post this on her Instagram, her going through her house and how it was ransacked? Are we sharing that much on social media? But then she says in this message on Instagram, #accountability, which had all the ladies, including Dr. Heavenly and Quad, speculating, was it Toya? And was Carmitha the getaway driver? Okay, I'm joking. I mean, I wouldn't have thought Toya would have been involved in this, but the fact that she's even talking about this in this way makes me feel like, are we thinking that Toya has something to do with this? Because really, in a gated community like this, something like this shouldn't happen. It's not impossible, but you have a guarded, gated community and you have an alarm system, and this happened. And she says that she feels like people were watching her. Wow. Okay. All right, I'm done talking. Now I'm going to let everyone else talk because I'm ready to eat too. All right, so keep it brief because it's time to eat. All right. Let's get to some of the calls. Let me just change this over. Hold on, y'all. All right. Short and shady comments. If you are a member of the channel, I posted the link. If the general audience would like to call in, I am letting you guys know we need to get to at least 600 likes because we have over 1,300 people watching on YouTube alone. We have quite a few people, almost 100 people on TikTok, and quite a few people watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Thank you. All right, so let's get to these callers. Nia is going to be the first one up. Hold on, let me just close these things out. I want to have too many things open. Hold on. All right, I'm going to bring up, hold on. So Larissa says turn on the alarm next time. Did she confirm whether or not her alarm system was not on? Ugh. All right, let me bring up Nia. Nia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. What's going on?
Remember the last time what happened?
Oh, you're connected to your car because you sound far away.
Let me turn this thing off.
Do you want to give you a second and come back to you? Nia? Uh-oh, we lost you, Nia. Nia, drop out and then call back in. All right, I'm going to bring up Shantae. What's going on, Shantae?
Hey, Kempire. I'm spending my day with you, it seems like. Okay, I don't have anything shady because it was just, another episode. But I did notice how Mason greeted his mom like she was just a random visitor. And kids, like, even if they haven't seen their mom in I don't know how long, they're going to be happy to see him. Like, my little niece that when her mom go off to work or come home, she's like jumping in the doorway, greeting her. So it was real telling. So that, and I don't know if anyone noticed, but Dr. Jackie looks really good this season. Like, she has a new glow about her.
Oh, not a new glow. She did look good. She especially at Quad's party.
Yes, and how she sit there so poised, and I don't know. She's probably like Candy, thinking of another way to make some money.
Always.
Sitting there. But yeah, that was pretty much what I wanted to touch on, and I really hated to see Audra and Toya get into it. Like, I don't know. And with Dr. Heavenly, I can totally see Dr. Scott calling someone the B word.
But why would he call her the B word this season? Oh, wait, it's beef with Contessa. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So that, and Heavenly's been calling them out, like, behind the scenes, like how they've been using her as a scapegoat when, You married with? I mean, you married with your husband, girl. You married with your husband. All right.
Thank you, Shantae, for calling in.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. All right. Let me see if. Okay, Nia, I'm going to try and bring Nia back up. Hold on one second. What's going on, Nia?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Great. All right. So the one thing I wanted to talk about is I knew Carmita was there to fight. I knew it from how she got up and how she approached Anila. It was just like she knew that Anila was the person she was supposed to go after. There was some history there. Like there's no other way about it. Like somebody said last week, Baby D was ready to go. So that's the first thing. Audra and Toya, yes, we wish it didn't have to go that way, but I feel like Toya is a bully, and you can never tell somebody how to react to a bully. And everybody reacts differently, and everybody addresses. Sometimes it takes people time to think about stuff before they speak about it. People are not quick and witty. Sometimes people have to sit there, and I feel like Quad is like, girl, did you not hear that? And stuff like that. Because most of her information has been coming from Quad. So they have a relationship there where Quad is telling her, and you could tell by the way Toya and Quad are talking about each other that they have a silent beef going on, but we don't know what it is. Because Quad talk about Toya sleeping around with everybody, and then she invited Zaina because Anila let it be known that actually Quad invited her, so she thought everything was okay. On top of that, when Toya gets to the restaurant with what's it call it, and Contessa, she's just like, oh yeah, I thought we was talking about Quad because they said Quad will sleep with the constructor. So I'm like, oh my god, so this season they're just telling her all each other's business like that, like, oh.
And I'm sure they're going to address it at the reunion.
I'm sure they are, and let's not forget. Remember when Mariah had that thing about Quad and Toya's side? She agreed with it when they were talking about her sister and stuff like that. Toya was like, yeah, I believe her, blah blah blah. So I think one thing about Quad, I think she remembers who was against her, and she waits on that day to get back at you.
Oh,
no, I'm for real. Because if you see the way Quad does stuff, she remembers. Quad doesn't forget who attacked her. And lastly, when it comes to Anila being robbed and them putting it on Toya and Quad, here we go again. Quad and Toya having a silent beef because why would Quad think of Toya being the one to set her up? And that lets me think. We always talk about Toya being ghetto and stuff like that. Like some people have like a thing of her being ghetto and stuff like that. I'm not saying that she is. That's what, they saying in the streets.
Yeah.
I think that adds to it because that makes it seem like, okay, Toya will do whatever she has to. Plus, her friend coming in to fight Anila, I don't think that helped her at all.
No.
I think that then put the gasoline on it. And I feel like Toya is trying to say, oh, well, is she a liar? That's why she got robbed. I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of people who liars who don't get robbed. That I'm kind of feeling also that was an inside job. Because
like Anila's mom? Miss Gomez?
Who? Not Miss Gomez. I don't know who actually it is. But remember also that it's been a thing for a lot of these Bravo celebrities for their house to get robbed all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because we've seen
Bravo, you think did it?
No. Oh. No, but I'm just saying, I think they're being targeted because they're on TV. And so people, when they show those pans of their house, they're actually giving people an idea of where their house could be. So as much as we like to see property, that is also hurting them in the long run too. Yeah. So that's all I had to say.
I agree. Thank you, Nia, for calling in.
No problem. You have a nice day.
You too. Yeah. And so many of you said, Kempire, give us a tour. No! Mind your business. But I know I love looking at property too, but I'm not trying to rob people. Okay. All right, Miss Brooklyn Star, I'm going to bring you up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Miss Brooklyn Star?
Hey, Kempire. I've been on your main line all day.
I appreciate it. What's going on?
Okay. I want to say that the New York, I like Audra, but the New York in me would have straight violated her because she was way too close. I think I would have violated her before she even did that chest bump because it's like reflex. You're too close and you're talking too much. I think I would have violated her. But I think she would have won though if they really let them fight. Honestly, I think Toya The thing I don't like about Toya is she was mad about the rumors about her, which I think there's some truth to something about that, because I get a weird vibe from her and Eugene, but she turned around and stated Quad's rumor like there were facts. I didn't like that. And then I kind of believe Toya cheated, like, because that conversation with her and Eugene was weird. What y'all talk about? Like, why would y'all be talking about that? That was weird. That was a weird kind of vibe in that room when they were talking about it. Me and Eugene discussed it before. I do think Anila and Curran were set up. That neighborhood's not easy. Like, it's an inside job. To get through those gates, it could be anybody from Amazon. It could be somebody from production. It's somebody.
That's
like,
somebody from production? Damn.
Kempire, trust me when I tell you, to get in that neighborhood, like, you would need to, like, you have to know somebody. Somebody had to let you in. You can't get in that easy. You really can't.
So do we know if they've solved this home invasion?
I'm curious. Is there a police report? Because that's weird. It has to be an inside job. It's just like, you can't just drive in to that neighborhood. You just can't.
Damn.
Like, you can't. So the closest I've been is the tennis courts. You can't just be driving through the residential like that without, knowing somebody let you in. It could be anybody. Supposedly she a blogger. She could have had a lot of deliveries. I don't know. Somebody. And to know that nobody was home was weird. Like,
so do you think it was Toya? Do you think Carmitha was in the driver's seat?
I'm not saying nothing, but it was a setup. That has to be a setup. It's weird. And her parents got to go. You can't be coming in here causing a muck, leaving dirty things around. You're here to help me. I don't know. My mom's OCD. You can't be doing all this. Like,
my mom wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, you're not here helping me. You're actually making me do more things. That was like, gotta go. They were doing
also keep in mind, this is who her mother has been. She knew this. She's not surprised.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. And the way she stuck up for Toya, what you gonna do to me, mom, in this party? Like, I would have left mom's right at the house, like right at Quad's house. How dare you take Toya's side? And honestly, I think I'm not getting fillers from Kerwin. Kerwin is an ocular plastic surgeon. Like, I don't like people that do things outside their specialty. If I'm going to you for one thing, I need you to focus all on that one thing. That was, I get nervous about stuff like that. You don't go, like, to an eye doctor to get a tummy tuck. I don't want to do all that.
But isn't he a plastic surgeon?
Yeah, for the eyes, the eyeballs.
That's it?
Yeah, like, he deals with the eyes. I don't know if I don't think it's for the face. That's a whole center for eyes.
Well, technically, other doctors that specialize in other things can administer Botox, even if it was like an ER doctor. They know that stuff.
Yeah, but I would want that to be your main focus.
Okay, I gotta let you go, Brooklyn Star. We got a long line.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's all.
Okay, thanks, Brooklyn Star. Get on that case, okay? Thank you. Okay. Bye. Speaking of getting on the case, the Queen D-Life says, we need the Kempire investigators on this job. Because it really is, because Anila did say that it was a guarded and gated community. And Brooklyn Star knows the area. She's talked about it before when she's called in. JOM, thank you so much for all the love. She says, hi, Kempire. I've been a subscriber since 50,000. I love your channel, and you're one of my favorite people. I always wait for your review. Love, 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 love you. Kemp, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. April, thank you so much for the super chat. April says, it was Pookie and them from Detroit. Not Pookie and them. Okay. Tina, thank you so much for the super chat. Tina says, Miss Gomez raised the kids. She didn't want to. Her mom isn't doing everything Miss Gomez did, so she isn't happy. Her mom is a tough cookie. I agree. That no lies were told here. Her mom isn't doing what Miss Gomez was doing, and I think Miss Gomez really was tired. So I don't know what Miss Gomez is going to. I don't know if there's any amount of money in the world for Miss Gomez to come raise your children. Probably double her salary. Okay. Dondi says, you can tell Dr. Kieran had a lot of surgery. He always looks surprised. Damn. All right, you guys are cold blooded. Let me get to these callers. All right, we have. If you are a member of the channel, I've posted the call-in link on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel community page. We're live on multiple platforms, including our TikTok. TikTok, we see you guys, and we appreciate you being behind the scenes, being a part of the conversation as well. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter, and everyone watching on Facebook. We appreciate you as well. Thank you, Queen, for the super chat. Queen says, "I think Anila's case might be coincidence. Remember Candy Marlowe and so many celebrities got busted. Not a fan of Toya, but it's not fair to point fingers at her." Yeah, I mean, especially if you don't have solid proof. You know what I mean? But we also keep in mind, I don't believe that Marlowe lives in a gated community. I know that Candy does live in a gated community, but that person was on foot and they didn't really get, well, no, they did get far. They were sitting on Candy's porch. What is going on in Atlanta? Okay, let me get to these callers. Miss Brooklyn Diamond's backstage. Let me bring her up. What's going on, Miss Brooklyn Diamond?
Hey, Kempire. Hi, everybody. Just a couple of things. One, it's a lot easier to get into gated communities than people think. It is a whole lot easier. If you are running a robbery ring and you know what you're doing, it's easier than you think, especially when you think about Christmas time when people are getting a lot of packages. You just come up there late at night, Amazon truck, I'm doing a delivery. At that point in time, people aren't really paying attention to who they're buzzing in, don't remember the order they made, what delivery they may be getting. It's if you know how to do it, and these people know how to do it, it is a whole lot easier than what, oh, I live in a gated community and this, that don't mean nothing. They get robbed all the time. It's a whole lot easier than people really think. That's that. So, that's that. I agree with what somebody else said. People being reckless with their posts, with their chats, and on television with their mouths, accusing someone of setting up a robbery. That's a crime. That's a serious crime. People need to just make sure you throw an alleged in there, make a joke, because this. You can't play with people's lives like that and people's livelihoods. You can hurt LaToya's businesses. You can hurt her livelihood. You can hurt Eugene's livelihood. Like, when it comes to things that can seriously dismantle a person's life, I make sure that I'm really, really careful with what I say, because I don't ever want that on me. And that also comes to the accusations of cheating and rumors. Quad set that up because Heavenly said that Quad told Anila to bring that girl or invited that girl. And again, my thing is, and I guess maybe because I'm old, if we're not friends, I am not going to talk about a rumor I heard about you. If we are friends, I'm going to pull you to the side and tell you the rumor I heard. I'm not going to repeat it and keep it going. We went through that whole thing on New Jersey with Teresa. That's a rumor that can destroy a marriage. That's a rumor that can break up a family. That's a rumor that will change people's lives forever. Unless you got video proof and everything, like, just to move a narrative, to me, the Contessa has said something about it, like, things are getting a little bit dark in this friendship group. And when you start playing those types of games, making those types of accusations, she's cheating on her husband, she's setting up people to get robbed, you're moving into Rena territory. As far as I'm concerned. and that can, because it's not something that's very easy to come back from.
Yeah.
And as the other caller asked, about the situation with Toya and Quad. Toya and Quad been going at it for 2 years now. Quad says something about Toya couldn't afford to pay for her pool in the house, and Toya says something about Quad's apartment. So they've been going back and forth. That's a frenemy situation that's been going on for quite some time. And last, I think it might have been Eugene who said that about Heavenly.
The B word.
But Heavenly is reckless with a mouth. So you can't be reckless with your mouth and then not expect somebody else to be reckless with their mouth. I grew up with brothers, and my thing always was, a man don't hit a woman unless a woman thinks she a man.
Ooh.
So if you a woman and you going to hit a man, you're going to aggress upon him first, then be prepared to get hit by a man like a man. Everybody keep your hands to yourself. Because I've seen fights and videos and things where a woman be wailing on a guy and expecting that just because that's a guy, he don't have a right to protect himself or defend himself or get, he needs to go get his sister. I'm not fighting your fight. Yo, she feels she a man, knock her out. And Audra was bumping. And that was the other thing, because I watched it a second time. Audra was bumping Toya a few times before Toya finally mushed her off. So, I'm not a huge Toya fan. I don't think Toya is right all the time, but you feeling froggy, let's jump. You gonna bump me one too many times, I'm gonna push you back. Yeah. So she pushed her back. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Thank you, Miss Brooklyn Diamond. Ciao. All right, we got a long line of people back here, and y'all see what time it is. Folks, to the point. All right, let's not go through the entire episode. The most pressing thing that you want to talk about. All right, Mo Reality, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Mo?
Hey, what's up, Kempire? You know what? I've been slacking all weekend. I got to watch this episode, too. I've seen the clips.
You got a baby.
No, yes, but I came in here because we fell asleep on the couch. And YouTube was still on. And so you were playing. I was still asleep. But guess who wasn't? Zane.
Oh, watching.
I've noticed that he responds to your voice, but for some reason today he was talking back. I'm like, who are you talking to?
How old is he now?
Baby Zane is still 3 months. He'll be 4 months on the 26th.
Wow.
So, yes.
I love it.
But that's all I wanted to tell you is, listen, Baby Zane, a.k.a. Lil Kempire, is he's responding to you a lot.
I love it. Well, remember, for people that don't know, when you were pregnant with him, you were listening to us a lot. So
Exactly. But I don't know. I did not correlate the two or think that, you know what I'm saying? But yes, no, he really, really likes loves the sound of your voice. And I just think that's so cute. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. You know what, Contessa, I think maybe they give the vibe of like maybe they're staying married for the check for the show. That's what I get from them.
Because she has been job hunting. She's been interviewing.
I believe it. I would be too, because if you get divorced, you go mess around and get quad and become a friend of the show or who knows what, I don't know. That's just what it looked like to me. But that's all. Get you something to eat after these calls. I'm going to go eat.
Thanks, Mo.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, I mean, that is a perspective to think about because let's be real. Apparently, this family practice that they have going on isn't bringing in the money as she's interviewing. Dr. Heavily revealed that she has been interviewing. Okay. All right. Let's get to the rest of these callers. Dustin, I'll bring you for a quick comment. What's going on, Dustin?
What's going on? I've been absent, so I haven't been really catching up on everything.
No problem.
I think she's going to end up getting a divorce myself.
Dr. Contessa?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she's going to get a divorce. I don't think she's going to last.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Dustin, before I let you go?
No. I am a member now, so I've been a member for a month now.
We appreciate that, Dustin.
Yeah, you're welcome. And
we'll talk to you soon.
I hope you have a good day. And hope you have a good lunch or whatever you eat. Super.
Thank you. I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna make sure it's good. Thank you, Dustin, for calling in.
You're welcome.
Bye. All right, let's get to some more callers. We have quite a few people backstage. All right, let me get through this. All right, Toya's right hook. You know what? Toya's right hook. Kari. A mess. Okay, Kari.
Yes, it is.
Let's hear your thoughts on Married to Medicine.
All right, let me be real fast. Anelia, you want to send your mama away because she was on Toya's side at that party and you can't tell me differently. You knew your mama was annoying before you invited her and you still did it. So save us the whining and teach your kids how to clean up after themselves. You a whole married woman involved in rumors. Carletta should have bitty boom bopped you into next year. Audra, Toya mushed you so hard you were seeing double, huh? Your form was good, but how you miss somebody that close to you? Because you was seeing stars. That's why. Every episode you proved Toya right about you being a bad lawyer. You supposed to be fighting in the courtrooms, not at fake Christmas parties. You and Anelia came up with a plan, and you all came with a plan in mind to embarrass Toya with Quad providing the venue. You're a well-prepared dummy because you look super stupid and very desperate for attention over nothing. You allowed Quad to stick her hand up your butt and use you as a shooter. Meanwhile, she was able to sit pretty. Your beef with Toya ain't deep enough to be researching and fighting, but Quad's is. And speaking of Quad, this is why you almost lost your job the first time, spreading disgusting, malicious rumors about people because you don't like them. Y'all always questioning Toya's intelligence, but all of a sudden she's smart enough to be able to plan a home invasion. Now, if Toya said you were busting it open for tile and carpet, she'd be wrong but right, huh? Y'all are saying slanderous things with no concern for this woman's kids or family. Y'all need to stop that. It's not okay. Think about her kids and how her kids are going to feel at school with people saying that their mom is setting up home invasions. That's not cool.
Okay, Toya's right hook. Thanks for calling in. Oh, she did say Biddy boy. What? I can't. But here's the thing. Neela lost so much credibility when she said, well, we heard it from a third person who told... I was like, so you guys have no solid proof. So you're just running this on a nationally syndicated show. And there's no proof. Okay. Not like the proof that Adam Levine's side piece dropped earlier today. If you missed that video, be sure to check that out. I posted it right before this live. All right. Let's get to some more callers. Catherine, I'm going to bring you up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Catherine?
You better plug, Kempire. You better plug.
Trying.
Just two things. The first, Anila, why is your mama still here? We are tired. We are all tired. This is truly and honestly a scheme that Todd Tucker set up for the foolishness. Because if your mama is here while you interview, she should be at home babysitting while you have people in the house to let you interview new Mrs. Gomez's. That's it. That's all. She should not be cleaning. She should not be cooking. She should be watching them babies while you interviewing people. We have not seen Nana interview. Now, 3 years later, Kiernan is like, maybe we should get a new nanny. Why? Why, Jesus? Maybe we should get Miss Gomez. No, that's not it. Now I'm starting to see like this is a setup. No, God. And then lastly, is the difference between Toya's comments after Anila gets robbed and then Quad's comments. Quad's are like kind of the educated, like sniper from the side comments, like, oh, like maybe 2 + 2 has to equal 4. They're like the allegedly comments. Like, we know she talked about Toya, but we can't prove she talked about Toya. Whereas Toya's comments are like, oh, she's stupid, like she's slick, like she deserves to get robbed type of like slanderous comments. Like the kind of that makes you wish that Audra actually made contact. And they just not nice. That's it.
All right, Catherine, thank you so much for calling in.
Have a good one.
You too. All right. Y'all see it's almost 7 o'clock. On the dot, I'm in my drop top. Sorry. Shout out to Usher. Okay. Miss Bernice, I'm going to bring you up with a short and shady comment. What's going on?
What up, though? What up, dope? Detroit representing here. Now,
Miss Bernice.
Audra, you give me my 3 feet. When you violate my 3 feet, it's on. And Toya mushed her like Joe Louis in Detroit downtown. Our statue to Joe Louis is this big black fist. And that's all Audra saw was that big black fist coming and mushing her and knocking her into next week. She was dazed and she was confused. That's what she's supposed to do. When you box in that first punch, like, okay, I'm going to give you something. Bam! Okay? She came back. And she tried to come back like she did something. Like, no, Audra. You got put in your place because you was enjoying the demise of Toya in front of you. You was sitting back like the Grinch, like, ooh, who going at her next? I'm enjoying this. You was enjoying it too much. Her demise was your demise. You made yourself look bad. And Heavenly, when her husband was taking her to the car, and she said, "Well, I ain't do anything," and her husband looked at her like, "Why you lying?" And she said, "Well, Daddy, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me." Yeah. Okay. Okay. And for you to insinuate on national TV that Toya has something to do with that, when you is a victim of your own success, as in you gotta tell everybody everything that you're doing. Whenever she got a package in the mail, she posted it, and
Okay.
she got to do a fashion show. Oh, I got this in the mail. I got this. This worth $20,000. This worth $15,000, and I got it for free. You telling the burglars what they need to know. You you just haven't given him the passcode to the burglar alarm. That's the only thing you didn't do.
All right, Miss Bernice. Thank you so much for
Okay.
calling in.
You welcome. Go eat you something.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Miss Beverly and Miss Jennifer are the last callers, guys. So no one call back in because I'm not taking anyone. Okay? All right. Miss Beverly, I'm going to bring you up first. Hold on. What's going on, Miss Beverly?
Hey, Kempire, I'm back. But look, I'm going to be kind of fast because you need to eat. But here's the thing. I had an exchange with Anila on Twitter last night where she was saying she didn't know how the rumor started or where it originated. So I just simply told her that rumors, some things should be off limits and marriages is one of them. And then she says, this is why I never repeated it nor talked about it. And after that, people ate her up in the comments. You hear me? Yeah. And I actually, my thought process is there is some things that should be off limits, especially stuff that could hurt families, saying someone slept with a married person that could destroy a family. Contractually, I think these things should be off limits. If you talk about people, start rumor, perpetuate rumors, there should be some kind of consequences because these shows are going a bit too far now because they don't know. Well, yeah, they do know words have consequences, and something else Anila did say that sometimes people get petty when they're angry. Shady petty is okay. Destructive petty is not, which I had to let her know that as well. Now, as far as Audra and Toya, my thing with that is you get close enough to me where I can smell your breath or some spittle get on me, you're too close. You need to give me, listen, we still in a pandemic. Give me 6 feet. And so she got what she got. For some reason or the other, I think Audra has in her mind, and probably from people talking in her ear, that Toya is weak. Toya is not weak. Toya isn't Toya from like
Detroit.
Okay, so there you go. But yeah, some of these things have gone too far, and I don't care what anybody says. Quad sitting back planning things about maybe Toya. Do they not realize you have some security guards that could possibly have a burglary ring going on, and you might just happen to be the unfortunate one to have one of those guards that's a part of it. It could happen anyway. That's a shady group of friends, because if I have someone as a friend that I would think would set up a robbery, then what is that saying about me for having that person as a friend? So they need to stop it and stop it now. And that's all I'm just so excited I got to talk to you twice in one day. This does not happen often.
And we appreciate you calling in, Miss Beverly. Have a great rest of your evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. And last but not least, we're going to bring up Miss Jennifer. But I do want to say thank you all for being here. And for those that are asking why I didn't drop the call-in link for the general audience, first of all, we said our goal was going to be 600 likes. We have not hit that. Second of all, we had a long line of our members backstage. And now they wore me out and I'm ready to go. And as always, I'm setting boundaries. Okay. JOM, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to bring up Miss Jennifer for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Miss Jennifer? I don't hear you. Miss Jennifer.
Oh, hey, Kempire.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm sorry. It was twirling. It was doing something. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
But I just wanted to say, real quick, you talking about 7 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock here, buddy. No, I'm just kidding.
You know
But I just wanted to say, with Audra, she should have got smushed in the face. She did her flat line, her read with the calculator on her phone. She should have let it be that. She shouldn't have got up in that woman's face. It was already a problem. So I think I would have right hooked her. But I would have. I'm serious. And I just want to say this. Gated community only means that you pay HOA. It doesn't mean that you're safe. And I follow Anila on Instagram. Anila posts everything. Everything. She posts up how much it costs, this and that, where she is, all this and all that. And if she's getting packages all the time and she's talking about how much they cost, you don't know what's going on. And I just want to say this. I do not understand these people with these over $1 million to whatever $1 million homes and not having a proper alarm system. I'm looking at the people outside working right now. And I ain't in no $1 million home, but I'm watching you. Like, I don't get that. But anyway, that's all I want to say. Go eat.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. Have a great rest of your evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. I don't know. Look, we don't know the logistics of what went down, okay? Hold on, let me just move this. See, we don't know the logistics of what went down. Did she have an alarm system? Did it go off? Did they, override the alarm system? Anything's possible. Look, we already know some people with the best security systems get robbed. And apparently, according to you guys, it's the Wild Wild West in Atlanta right now, which is sad. But they look like they're trying to crack down. But this also happens a lot in California, too. I'm just happy that no one has been hurt in these interactions. It's one thing to take your material things, but also people feel violated when you've entered their home and you've ransacked their home. Is Anila moving? Did I hear that? Did Anila say that she was moving? I wouldn't blame her. Just saying. All right. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Thank you to our moderators, our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to say thank you to our moderators, guys. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you to everyone that sends in super chats, sends in Venmos, Cash Apps, PayPals, all of that. We see that after the live. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to everyone watching on TikTok, everyone watching on Facebook, everyone watching now on Twitch, because we found out Twitch has some great video quality. And thank you to everyone that called in. I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Don't forget, we will be live tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern to recap some 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé UK, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. We're going to talk about some reality TV news. We're going to talk about some pop culture news during our Tuesday takeover. So I will see you then 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. PST. I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. I am gonna eat. All right? I'm gonna eat.
Walking like a G, sipping Hennessy, president of sweet, looking like a young Barack Obama. Skipping to the beat, giving hella heat. I'ma need a seat just to count up all these dots and commas. I think it's evident I'm the better man, I'm the jam. I'ma have you crushing like a four-wheel monster. Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this? Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow me, lead it. Just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool. Weight up on my shoulders, all this jewelry on me. I wear my shades inside cause I go blind just looking down. Walking like the man, sipping Chardonnay on the balcony, looking like a young Elvis Presley. I've been overseas, I've been underneath, I ain't never seen nothing like a prison 12 o'clock. I don't know nobody looking like that, I don't know nobody looking like that. I don't know nobody looking like that, I don't know nobody looking like that. Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter.